So before taking part in Go Global, I was shy. I'm still shy. My friends will tell you otherwise, but I'm still shy. But now, having gone in exchange, I feel like I have more self-confidence and more independence are the two big things. Because when you go, halfway across the world to live by yourself for 4 months, you have to make friends. Otherwise, you'll be alone, and it'll be no fun. So I really had to put myself out there, make connections, introduce myself to people, go to club events. And even when I'm at the events, talk to people. It's one thing to go to the event, but when you're at the event, don't just sit in the corner. Go talk to people, find out where they're from, what they're studying.
Prior to going on Go Global Exchange, I was, let's say, cautiously optimistic about myself and the way I would handle living away from home and meeting people in a new place, but I'd never really kind of tested my acumen in any of these departments. But then after experiencing all that I did on exchange and kind of putting myself to the test and kind of going out there by myself, solo, saying, hey, you got to meet friends or you won't get any, or you got to just kind of live on your own, manage your own finances, do all your own grocery shopping, all that sort of stuff in a completely new place. After experiencing that and realizing that I could do it successfully, I just have so much more confidence in myself and my ability to connect with people and just be independent and successful in the rest of my life.
Going on exchange also really helped me in terms of career prospects. Not only did I meet people that I would love to emulate one day, but I also learned a lot about the grad schools in the UK that I would love to attend one day. And also a lot of the international organizations that I would love to work with are based in the UK.
Yeah, for sure. I was introduced to writing submission articles to popular environmental science journals through one of my teachers who was a member of the Club of Rome. And so because of her, I got involved with another student researching and writing articles about environmental issues. And actually, an article we co-wrote together ended up being published in this year's May issue of the Solutions Journal, which I'm pretty proud of. But yeah, that was a pretty eye-opening and opportunistic skill I gained there.
Not only was I able to develop skills in another language, but I also had the opportunity to collaborate with a multinational research team and co-author a paper. So this was a really invaluable experience for me, both working on a multinational team and also developing those critical research methodologies and exploring the world of higher academia and systematic review. So that was really, really valuable for me as a personal achievement and an academic achievement as well.
I think specifically between Australia and Canada, there's not a huge difference between the university experience, but what I did learn or practice and develop were a lot of my soft skills, such as being able to connect with people from all different backgrounds, being able to find meaningful connections in a new sphere, in a new country, in a place that I wasn't familiar with, and being able to then thrive in a new situation that I hadn't previously found myself in.
Overall, I would say I'm so happy that I did the exchange. Even despite COVID, I was still able to meet so many new people. I traveled to 7 different countries. I learned a lot about the political science aspect of my degree. Gender and women's studies really isn't discussed as a class so much over in the UK, but in terms of political science and international relations, I learned about so many different points of view that I haven't really learned about here at UBC. And I also was able to really learn what it was like to live completely on my own in a foreign country. I've never lived anywhere besides Kelowna before, so it was definitely a really insightful way to see what it's like to be living on my own somewhere. And I'm really happy that I did Go Global, and definitely recommend it to anybody who even has an inkling of a thought of perhaps going on exchange, hopefully when COVID is behind us.
I honestly cannot recommend exchange enough. It was hands down the best decision I'd ever made in my life to this point, and I can honestly say that. I met so many amazing people and had so many really cool experiences that I wouldn't trade for anything, and I didn't have any idea really what it was going to look like going in. I just knew I was kind of taking a leap of faith to try something new in a new environment, and oh man, did it pay off.
So you've probably saw a common theme here in my videos. My overall experience of exchange was nothing short of amazing. I have no regrets absolutely whatsoever about going on exchange. It was absolutely phenomenal. I have a whole big, much wider view of the world now. I'm more empathetic, sympathetic to issues that are happening in different parts of the world. When I was on exchange, Brexit was happening. So the whole kerfuffle was interesting to hear about, to see the different sides. Scotland is very upset about Brexit, so that was really interesting to see. And you just kind of get a wider view of not just what's happening in Canada. You kind of gain an appreciation and a fondness for your destination, and you really feel connected to the people there and their issues, and you really want what's best for that nation. So it was just amazing. No regrets whatsoever. Amazing.
Overall, I had one of the best experiences of my life. I learned new things about myself and about new places. I did things like finally learning how to ride a bike and eating an authentic English breakfast and joining the theatre club. And these experiences may not be that big of a deal to someone else, but they are to me, and I will cherish them forever. From my classes, to traveling, to spending hours exchanging stories with strangers, I will carry this experience with me wherever I go, and I will remind myself that trying something new can actually change your life.
For me, Korea was filled with countless adventures and warm people and engaging coursework between the mountains and the nightlife and the different people that I met, and learning in an intellectual epicenter in Asia. I think overall, my year was just never dull. There was always something fun and interesting to do. I made great friends that I'm still in contact with from all over the world, and I ate really delicious food. So I really couldn't recommend exchange in your undergraduate career anymore. I think it's one of the highlights of my academic history so far, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. Okay, that's all. Thanks.